Fellow warriors, welcoming you back to crypto's juiciest news. Bitcoin, 106,000 American dollars. It seems to be rising up in the parabola, they call it. Are we going to get Plan B? We call him Plan Bitch here because he blocked me. Will Plan Bitch and his $150,000 target be met? Also, friends, I just got to say about Plan B. Do you want to know why he blocked me? Do you want to know why? Because I tagged Ethereum and Bitcoin in the same post. Okay? Yes. I just hashtag ETH. And I'm like, oh, I'm really bullish on crypto. And guess what I was doing? I was tagging everyone in 2022 in the bear market saying, we still believe, get long, prices are cheap, Bitcoin, Ethereum long term. Well, that's just what happens, you know? So let's look at, friends, this Soylana ETH ratio. It's ticked down even more. My gosh. Well, look, it doesn't mean these things just go vertically down, but you never know with these actually. It could. And then you don't paper hand on this, okay? So if you're playing it, maybe there's like some little pullback here into a moving average, and then that's where you're like, you know what? It's done. But you might say, well, you know, what, we shouldn't be trading and stuff. Bro, what trade? What trade? Your altcoin went up against Ethereum for 15 months in a row. You understand? 15 months. That's like holding a coin for 15 months that's going up for 15 months. That ain't a trade, bro. Like, you won the game. Oh, well, are they going to do anything, though? We'll see. Now, as Soylana gets weak, I mean, I'm ready, friends. We're going to, Ivan, that's why I've got the Viking Warrior, okay? The Viking Warrior. Friends, you and me, you need to work on your defense. You've got your lollipop shield and also attack. I mean, like, friends, we can only call one friend, Spoony. Get up, Spoony! We're going to make it, okay? So, speaking of Viking Warriors, Ivan, because, friends, Ivan, he's like 9 feet tall. Ivan, he left Protein Land. He went on his little Viking ship. He went to the land of the soy. Now, there's still hope. If this flips green, we're going to alert him. However, Ivan, if you're listening, Habib, PulseChain did 170% move in 2 weeks. Very fast. Like, there's no chance. Like, what if it did it again? It's up here. So, you can't get back. Oh, my gosh. You're down 67%. So what do you want to do, friends? You go to where you land and you get the ruler and you go back to where you basically rotated. You will get 70% less coin. So that's your risk, though. Okay, so when you're following trends like this, yes, that's the risk you take, especially when it comes to these things in the bull market. Now, because you're my friend, I'm gonna play some pump music, and we're gonna check out others BTC. Okay, so others BTC, friends, we are still it's still Altseason. Okay. And it's exactly, look, we've done the exact same thing here. We stopped here, but also even in the double bubble Altseason, look, we stopped there as well. So is that going to happen? Maybe. This is actually double bubble Altseason, okay? So high and then massive attack to the upside, okay? That's what happened at the end. So our one was a failure. Even though this went higher, this was a scam. This was a total scam. Only like 5% of coins made it in the new top 10. So this was just trash. It was NFTs and everything out here. It was, I guess, what you call sector specific. Wasn't like market wide explosion or anything. That, you know, we got robbed. Donald Trump got robbed of his presidency. We all got robbed, okay? But a lot of people have the PTSD that we're going to get robbed again. And here's the thing, friends, you're going to learn. You're learning. You're learning from somebody who literally, friends, I've been mogging non-believers day in, day out. Dark prophecy. I'm like thinking about what if people got too excited and then we have to prepare. Okay, but now that we're here, I'm like, oh, you're actually all scared. But luckily, you're turbo long. Luckily, you've been accumulating. You've accumulated all this wisdom. You've accumulated all this knowledge. Like, don't underestimate any of that. Like, it's big, friends. Like, friends, I've got friends and family. They're scared about throwing in like $5,000. And I'm like, you know, in about 12 months, you're going to be upset with me that I didn't tell you to put in 100. They're going to say that. I know they're going to say that, okay? Because that's what we know was coming, okay? So, Altseason, I'm still confident. I think still double bubble Altseason. Man, I've got some Easter eggs to show you, friends. Well, we've got a cracker of an episode today. The Bitcoin weekly chart is still grinding up higher. That's beautiful. And, yeah, Ethereum started moving. But, like, okay, Ethereum, you don't deserve to get an upgrade from your dog shit emoji yet. You've been poop. Way too poop for a long time, okay? It's third cycle curse. Like, we knew it was coming anyway. So what I'm going to do now is just show you meth Here comes meth, friends. It's like it's ready to go. The flash pump is like ready to move at some point in the next 60 days. Where would plus 40% move take us? 5,800. I mean, technically, friends, if Ethereum, yeah, it's gonna do. It has to do something like here. Now, where's it gonna land? Here you got the fibs. Just to let you know, friends, last cycle it's been diminishing. Okay, so if we diminish at the same rate, Ethereum lands around here. If we repeat last cycle, Ethereum lands around 14K. So what's it gonna be? It's gonna be 9,000 or 14K. If you've been watching me since 2022, I'm batshit scared, man. Because friends, didn't I tell you third cycle curse? I'm like, what a perfect curse. Everybody's long Ethereum at $9,000 because they're like, oh, we have to get to 10,000 and that's the top. It's like buying Bitcoin right under 100K in the last cycle or something. So I hope we don't get it. Donald Trump, double bubble alt season. We got a lot of things going for us. Like we got an Ethereum ETF. We have like just so many news events have come and like the news events don't matter. Like they gave us infinite QE and 0% rates. However, the theme was getting robbed. The theme was like a communism cycle. It was like, we're all going to make it. We're all going to make it. You know, that type of attitude. And unfortunately, you know, the spirit came and it was not very nice. Now, what I'm going to do, friends, I'm going to show you this chart from BCB. He's got this similar, I remember this pattern because I've gone through every single Bitcoin 4-hour candle. This is the 2017 cycle, friends. So he thinks we're going to repeat this where we're going to go up, right? Bitcoin's going to distribute up here, but he thinks it's literally all over. So altcoins, remember, this is total crypto market. We're going to go up here, and then that's actually the top. He thinks like it's going to be altcoin market sector wide. So every altcoin basically goes up, and then when they come to reset, maybe, okay, we don't have what comes out next. We don't know if we're going to do a recovery. If we do a recovery up here, that might be what we call like that double bubble alt season. So that's what happened in 2017. So if you go back to 2017, Bitcoin took over mid-year. It didn't top out because this is what happened, right? In 2017, friends, see, here we go, June. So Bitcoin hit 3K. China's scam sent it down. So you know China, friends, when they banned us in 2021, evil scam government, okay? They literally ruined the whole bull market. But with them, right, if you drop 50% here, it puts like a $1,400 Bitcoin, okay? So that was the effective thing what China did. It literally ruined everything, okay? However, we never got that. This was just a random FUD event, and then we literally, the next candle, the next week, bang, we just reversed it the whole way, and we continued up. So this wave caused us the double bubble alt season, which actually just appeared at the very, very end, okay? So see how it starts? Like, it's Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin stops. Okay, now you have your explosion. And that is seen on my others BTC chart here. Do you see that? So this was alt season wave number 1. And then Bitcoin keeps running. And then Bitcoin stops. Bang. You see that? Now, we obviously hope we get something like this. What would that require? Even if no one believes, like, they're all, but just let you know, okay, they're all selling Bitcoin between now and 150K, all of them. All the big institutions, all like, not obviously all, but like all the scam ones, you know, like Citybug, Goldman Slugs, everybody who's telling you like, oh, we could flip gold this cycle. All the KOLs, yeah, they're all selling, friends. Don't believe them. Now, it doesn't mean we can't go higher, but I'm just telling you that's what's occurring. So if we have, look, it comes down to the red monthly candles, right? Remember, in 2021, we had 6 red monthly candles, 6. If we go to this cycle here, we only had 3. Okay, Donald Trump gave 3 red monthly candles, and that's what it came down to. So are we going to get 6 or are we going to get 3? I hope we get 3, and that's pretty. Friends, it's like it's up to fate at this point. Like you and I, we can't do anything, you know. So if you think that we're going to get 6 red monthly candles next year, that's what the crowd thinks. BCB, Mark Yusko, Crypto Banter. Randy Boo, but Randy Boo would change if other stuff comes along. But yeah, there's many others, friends. Everyone, Camel. I'm naming people left, right. Every single one of yous, all like I'm just being honest, man. It's funny. I know you're all watching me. Every single one of yous. Okay, I got you research team watching me. Every single one. All yous are watching me. You're all scared. Every single one is. You all got PTSD, and I know this. You want to know why? Because I was scared in 2022. That's why I made the dark prophecy. But now that I've seen you're all scared, I'm like, okay, cool. I know this is gonna play out. Usually, what happens, friends? Just gonna tell you. Okay, if I was just like, okay, you put a water pistol to my head. Actually, you put a lollipop to my head. You go, you know what? I'm going to make you lick it unless you tell me the truth. And that is, Altseason wave number 1 is a bit dampened because there's so much PTSD. It's a bit dampened, but it's a good thing for me, you and me, because you and me, I'm sitting there and I'm like, you know what, man? Yeah, it could be over, but we didn't pump, bro. Like, we didn't pump. There's not enough non-believers in. There's a couple of non-believers. Yeah, fart coin. And Andre's fart. Yeah. We got all those, but like, that's tiny. That's not market-wide specific. We just didn't go up high enough. And man, that's going to look like the biggest cope, isn't it? And we're like, oh, I'm not rich. It's basically saying, I'm not rich enough, so we haven't topped out. And that's good. See, friends, you're watching Lionel Messi. He does a handstand, eats jelly beans, and then does a volley kick, and he gets a goal. That's what you're watching people break the rules. I know that because when you come into trading and markets, okay, there's no formula. So you're always watching people know when to break the rules, and it looks very contradictory. So yes, that's what may occur. Okay, so if we have Altseason, so these two arrows, Altseason wave 1, expected Altseason wave 2, around these vicinities of time. That's usually what it means. If we go back and we see, this is others. Okay, this is a total crypto market cap. The first one might be dampened because like everyone gets out too early. Yeah, and then the next one, there's a believers event. We actually believe, friends. We're like, some big event comes next year. Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, and the government says, we're going to buy 1 million Bitcoin. And China's going to do it too. You know, like something we're like, oh my gosh, the 4-year cycle is broken. Like something like that. And look, we could be wrong about that. So if we're wrong, so be it. Whatever, I got to hold again. Okay, so it depends on how high we go. Usually, friends, okay, if there's PTSD here, it'll just increase the odds. I go, man, something big is going to come and it's going to throw you all I've got. And you're going to think the 4-year cycle is broken now. Okay, that will be the perfect trap point. That's the only way to get them in, by the way. The only way to get all those people in, first, I think right now, actually, secret, all of them. Friends, I've made how many videos here for you? You have to watch my alpha videos. This one right here, friends, deep alpha with the Super Mario text. Okay, deep alpha. Yeah, there's only one thing in crypto that works, and that is liquidate everything in the 4th quarter of the year after the Bitcoin halving. So that in 2026, the 2 years after the Bitcoin halving, you're prepared for the 8 red monthly candles of Bitcoin, which is what happened 3 times. Okay, 8, 8, 8. 2014, 2018, 2022. Okay, each of those bear market years, 8 red monthly Bitcoin candles. Okay, 8. So that's the only thing that worked, which I found fascinating because I'm like, wait, the crowd is doubting the 4-year cycle. It's like, friends, it's like taking a lollipop from a baby and using it as your Viking shield. Like, the crowd is actually saying to us, 4-year cycle, you suck. I'm getting out early. I don't believe in you. Wouldn't it be funny if, friends, I've got to play some Gentle Angel music because I can already hear the cope out there. Wouldn't it be funny if first they doubt the 4-year cycle, okay, that it's going to end early, and then they end up buying super aggressive at the end of 2025 because there'll be some big news event, man. Like, it has to be something big. And then now they're like, 4-year cycle doesn't work. It doesn't work because they'll say you in your 4-year cycle theory never planned for the US government printing money and buying 1 million Bitcoin. They're buying Satoshi's supply off the market. You never planned for that. So they'll do all these things here. So, of course, when that happens, man, you're going to be like it's going to be really contrarian to leave. But, you know, I don't even know why I feel this way, friends. Double bubble Altseason, because it's the perfect setup. Because everyone's doubting all over again. That's what you always got to be careful. Like, yeah, it's easier to say, 4-year cycle is going to play out. But like, what if? So here's the thing. Okay, what if crypto in this year it went to freaking 7 trillion? Then you'd be like, oh crap, man. I think we're actually like we're in for some pain for like a year and a half. But we didn't. It like went right on track. So it's crazy how it works out. Also, friends, if you haven't seen it, you got to watch my video here, Believe. Okay, Believe. This video, okay, was kind of funny. So I've got it right here. A wind tunnel, as I was literally having dinner, was eating Chinese, okay? A wind tunnel came through the home, and the crucifix from the kitchen bench. It literally flew at me on my chest. It literally flew at me and I caught it. And then I hear this on the floor underneath my seat. It was the nail from his hand, okay? And I couldn't believe it. Now, this is why it was wild, okay? Because for 3 days, I have been watching Billy Carson and Wes Huff, the debate. See, Billy Carson, he denies Jesus' crucifixion. So for 3 days, I'm watching it. And then that happens. And you know what I didn't tell you in that video? I actually got a bonus. Do you want to know what was on TV? It was in Australia. We have this show called RBT. Basically, cops go around with cameras and they find people doing driving while drunk or drugs and stuff. Okay, so the guy that happened that was on TV at this time, his face was blurred. Okay, so he had lost his license for like 2 or 3 years. He was driving an unregistered car. The cops pull him over, and it's funny, but it's sad. They said to him, "Hey, we're gonna drug test you. Have you done any drugs?" He goes, "Yeah, I smoked some meth at 8 in the morning. I mean, it's been 3 hours." And I'm like, this guy, he lost his license. He just got his license a week ago. Okay. First thing he does, he's unemployed. Okay. Unemployed, hits some meth, drives an unregistered car. And like the cops will ask him, "Hey, what did you used to do?" He said, "I used to have some furniture business store. My life's been ruined for drugs and stuff." And I'm just like, this juxtaposition. I'm watching that. Okay. I'm dunking the nice pork dumpling in there. I don't know, friends, the MSG had a bit of soy, you know what I mean? Maybe it's good. Maybe it's Jesus away telling me to get away from the soy. So double meanings everywhere. So I'm watching that. And then this wind tunnel, this flies at me. And I was like in shock. I recorded on my Snapchat. I'm like, I have to dictate this. This is the craziest thing that's ever happened. You gotta watch it, man. That's why I'm just feeling. And all day yesterday, friends, 3 family friend conversations. Okay. 3 different ones. How do you even know crypto's going to go up next year? And I go, just believe. Faith. That was it. That's my answer. That's it. It's a sign. I don't know. It's some sort of sign. Maybe it's double bubble Altseason. We'll see. Now, if you're curious, friends, what comes next, okay? Remember, I'll give you the juicy alpha first. What comes next? Well, firstly, we've got to play some... some nice, cute Pokemon intro music because, well, I love that, friend. So, it says if you want to be the better, you want to be the best, okay? So, it's funny what we're doing, though, because it's literally voodoo magic. No one takes it seriously because what I'm about to show you is if you go back to the January of the big bull market years. So, look at this, friends. January, look at this. See this period here, Bitcoin? Bitcoin January 2017, look at that. There's like it pumps an inauguration down 33%, okay? If you go to 2021 as well, okay, if you go to 2021, look what ends up happening here as well. See, friends, we moved up and then look, we have another 30% drop. Like this, you see it like, what? Why does it seem to do this? Now, one potential reason is they price in the president a bit early, like November, December, and there's a bit of a hangover in that. The inauguration, reality sets in, and they're like, oh, crap. The US Constitution it's just like keeps America, like the government, like really, really stale, so you can't mess things up in one generation. So, we can't really change that much. It's kind of like this hangover effect. So if a 28, 30% drop happens, hopefully, friends, we're moving up. So if Bitcoin got to like 125K and then dropped back down to 30%, it brings us back around 88 to 90K if that happened, okay? I would welcome such a move because it would just tell us like, oh my gosh, it's all repeating, all of it. Like the 4-year cycle, the 4-year global liquidity cycle. It's all repeating. Now, what I'm going to do, pumpkins, is show you this Bitcoin dominance chart. So Bitcoin dominance, I've drawn a triangle here, one of those downward bear triangle things. And it's possible that we go down and see it's a bit dampened because Bitcoin's strong, right? Maybe Bitcoin's really strong. And then we don't know what happens here. Okay, so this is what everyone expects, actually. The crowd, if you go look at everyone else, they think it's over at that point. So what they're basically saying is Bitcoin goes to 150K and then bear market, which means altcoin dominance does this. Back to the triangle here. And then that's pretty much, now we're ready to go for like, 2028, 2029. Actually, that's what pretty much everyone's expecting. Okay, everyone's expecting that, maybe like that, and something down, okay? That's 2029 bull market, okay? However, a double bubble alt season, okay, that's what the crowd expects. But the double bubble alt season, if you repeat this, it means go down, everyone thinks it's over, and then something happens again. Okay, something happens again. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin dominance. And then you never know, it might actually spend its time doing that. And then in 2020, we had DeFi season. You see this altcoin Bitcoin dominance go down here? We had like big DeFi season. Because DeFi season was freaking huge. You know, people retired off that. They made 10x on their ETH, and then ETH did a 10x. Okay, it's like you collected the biggest blue chip in freaking crypto right outside of Bitcoin, and then that did a 10x. You know, like, so that's how big it was. We never, like, alt season, meme coin mania, the dollar numbers are higher here, but the mania wasn't like it. Like, it was literally connect to any website and you're just making free money. That's what it was, because everyone's joining pool 2 stuff for like this 60-day period of yield farming, which is just, it's funny. We never got that. So I'm just outlaying to you, the crowd expects this. The crowd expects this, but then a double bubble alt season will do that. Okay. And it's kind of funny. If Bitcoin dominance got this low, you do see everyone's like, you know what? I'm never going to own Bitcoin again, but actually they'll be walking right into 2026. Okay. So that's something to think about. And also another thing, friends, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to leave that triangle up because it's probably going to be useful. Okay. Now, seeing the trap form, it's important because back in 2018, you know, 2018 was a bear market. However, friends, we had a giant alt season January 2018. However, 12 months later, everything was down 99%, pretty much. We're all down. Bitcoin was down 85%. Altcoins were down like, you know, 95%. Just to give you an idea as well, this is Cardano. Cardano advance peaks in January 2018, but then January 2019, it's down 97%. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so maybe a lot of meme coins do that. Maybe if they have, they're like January 2026, remember, not 2025. Also, I'm going to just let you know of something. So don't take this home. Don't rely on this, but this was true in every single cycle. Where we are right now is here, okay? This is others, okay? Where we are right now. So look at your portfolio today. Statistically, from the past, I'm not saying it's going to repeat, but statistically, this is the poorest you'll ever be in crypto. So even in the next bear market, your worst case comes back to today's price, whatever it is right now. Okay, that's worst case the next bear market, and it's between here and 2x from here. So your portfolio between here and 2x, but like I just use this as a baseline where we are right now. Okay, so that we are like near towards the end of December. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So it's funny, like Hex came back, ChainLink came back, and worse, many of those. But just give you overall because you got a lot of coins and stuff out here, you know. So yeah, so that's something to think about. And this was a 10x move. Okay, so others did a 10x from here. So the average altcoin back then did a 10x. But before that, it did 100x, just to let you know. So that's, yes, I know there's big numbers. Actually, let me show you, friends. If you go to December of 2016 right here, how much did it go up? Oh my gosh, 267x. Holy moly. Wow. Wow, friends, that's why everybody got trapped. That's why literally everyone got trapped in 2021. Look at this. From 2016, end of December, look at this. The December to the top, bro, 250x on others. Look what this one was. Look what this piece of trash scam was. You only got around the 10, 11x. You see that difference? 250. That's why I was thinking, okay, so worst case, let's divide it by 10. Let's divide it by 10, which you still get a 25x. 10. And then China banned everyone. Look what happens. See, friends, look at this. It's not like you don't get 10x and then it sits there for 3 months. No, look at this. 10x, 7 days later, you're down 60%. Look at that candle. You go from 10, now you're only up 4. Oh, the season's over. The whole cycle's over. Horrific, bro. So what I'm just showing you is that's the PTSD that lurks everywhere. Okay, that's what PTSD that everyone has here. So where would a 10x from here take us? I mean, like, friends, just to show you that the highest fib extension is only a 2x away. Just being completely honest with you, if you draw this is, you put on a linear chart, I think, yes. See that? The highest fib is that. That's like, yeah, it's literally 2.5x. So you can play around with these numbers and extensions, but ultimately, if we're here, okay, if we're right here, moving up, you don't know how high it's going to go. It's just this is your floor. So if you've accumulated, like, that's good, right? Because you're not going to get stressed. Now, friends, you know, what happened earlier today in some news, Michael Saylor bought an extra 15,000 BTC. And I just want to show you his average price, man. It's getting dangerous, man. Friends, his average price is now up to, oh my gosh, it's above $60,000. Crap. His average price. Now, here's the thing. It's not actually dangerous. I think when Michael Saylor's average price, if it became above $90,000, remember, that's what I think the bear market's going to take Bitcoin back to $90,000 at the end of 2026. We're in the pit stop area. I'm just guessing, yeah. So, yeah, so if his number started rising above that as an average price, you're probably thinking, oh, that'll never get there. Friends, he's fulfilling demand from the market. People, he's giving them a free stock to sell expensive. So that's what it's convertible. So you buy the stock, it converts at a higher price than the market in like 5 years as you want, and he just buys Bitcoin with it. You see? It's kind of like, oh, the stock is, I don't know, $200 now. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. It's like, okay, you will get the stock at $220 in 5 years. You're like, what? I get to sell higher than the stock is today. Yeah, and then he takes your money now, and he just goes buys Bitcoin with it. So if everyone's taken that deal, we know it's going to end in disaster. But hopefully we can get a lot of people in first. Also, friends, Uncle Peter Schiff, Huddle, man. Uncle Peter Schiff, he's literally in extreme coat mode. I'm going to show you some of these tweets. So Uncle Peter Schiff, right, as he sees Michael Saylor buys that extra 15,000 BTC. Look at Uncle Peter Schiff. Bitcoin is making new highs amid growing rumors that Trump will authorize the purchase of Bitcoin by executive order, bypassing Congress. It's very unlikely Trump would issue such an order, but if he does, there's little chance anything good will come out of this administration. Man, it's gone full coat mode. Oh man, friends, it gets worse. About 400 publicly traded .com companies went bankrupt when the bubble popped. This is 1999, right? At their peak, the 400 companies had a market cap of 1.7 trillion. The current market cap of Bitcoin alone now exceeds 2 trillion. Congratulations, Bitcoiners, on blowing the biggest bubble ever. Congrats, Peter, on blowing the easiest trade in the history of markets. Thanks. So, yeah, man, that's it's tough. And also, like, he knows the money supply is going up in 20. It's going up like a 4x or something. They're printing like 7% per year, right? So it's not really equated one for one. And these are networks. So it's digital real estate. Okay, the mind of these, the meme of why these people hold this stuff has nothing to do with cash flow. People don't expect a direct cash flow from a company or entitlement to anything. They're just living on this digital land. Now, you might argue that the land is not going to be cool next year. Okay, but that's like saying, okay, well, yeah, your Gucci bag is not going to be as appealing next year as well. Yeah, it's high risk. That's why it gives high reward. But, man, you know, 4-year cycle. See, friends, that's it. Oh, I told you, hey, Sammy, are you sure this 4-year cycle magic works? Like, yeah, bro. No one believes it. That's the best part. No one believes it. Also, shout out to one of my kind friends, Mark Yusko. Mark Yusko, friends, Marky Boo, he followed me when I had like 2,000 followers. Isn't that wild? He found me early, like 2022. No, in 2021, I think man, Mark, friends, he's like a real American VC. Okay, like really like investing. He got into Google. Okay, so he bought like Google ICO, but it's the same thing, VC tech investing. So it's actually awesome. But now Mark, I listened to him. Mark, I can tell. He's never spoken about UFOs. I can tell he's a UFO guy. Mark is, yeah, he's one of the boys. You can tell Mark is one of the boys, you know. He'll crack a few with us, if you know what I mean. Now, Marky Boo, skeptical about this cycle. He thinks Bitcoin around the 150K. And it's justified. Honestly, it's justified because if you look at the weekly chart, friends, this is this is the monthly chart, but this is the 200 weekly moving average. You can actually change TradingView to use the weekly moving average here. So 200, and it's see, time frame 1 week. Now, the distance Bitcoin extends over this. Oh crap, we're actually there. This is 2.5x. So if you remember, friends, the distance we are extending over the 200-week moving average has been dropping. It used to be 20x, then this was a 10, then this was a 5. Now, if you just keep doing this, what would a 2.5 be? Bro, we're right there. We're actually right here, right now. Oh man, so I hope we pump higher. So I hope, look, if we do another 5x, man, that'd be great. If we did another 5x from last cycle, that would be a $212,000 BTC. All right. So we did a 5x here, and we're doing a 5x here. But like, remember when I was conceptualizing these down here in the bear market, I said, well, man, like, we don't know what we're going to get. You don't know Donald Trump was going to matrix dodge the assassination bullet, and you had the Holy Spirit and stuff helping him. So you don't know that, but if you got it wrong, you can't go back in time and buy more. You know, luckily you have. You've been a lot of you thanking me every single day. Like, a lot of you guys got huge bank. Yeah, bro. So people who tell you something's going 1000x, the road to hell, friends, is paved with good intentions. They're telling you, don't worry, be really bullish. What they don't know is they're basically telling you you're $1,200 in there. Yeah, sweet, sit on it. That's cool. Don't worry, you'll be a millionaire soon. I don't talk like that. I'll never talk like that. What's his certainty, man? What if the bullet hit? What if the bullet connected? What if we got Kamala Harris? Do you see? Only the paranoid survive. So I even mentioned here, right? I'm noticing a lot of people are skeptical. I was the first person to conceive of this double bubble Altseason. Remember, friends, if you hear this word double bubble, yeah. So no one's talking about it. They don't believe. And I put these things out to the universe. No one believes it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Bro, we just watched the president, literally, Holy Spirit intervention. Okay, what happened to the shooter? Never spoke about him. Was it gone? Oh, the fancy banana investigators brought a freaking hose onto the roof to hose down all the gunpowder. 2 days after he shot. 2 days, friends. Okay, friends, I'm watching these Netflix, John Bonet and all these other murder mysteries. I'm like, bro, like a poor 3-year-old girl's killed, shut down the whole neighborhood, shut down the house. No one's allowed in, okay? This guy walks into a roof, takes a shot at at Donald Trump. Let's just hose it down. Hey, I'm going to take a piss on the roof too. It happened right in front of our face. You know what I mean? Like, none of this was even a joke. I'm not even... Oh, man. It's not... There's no stretching of the truth here. We all saw it. Man. We deserve the biggest, fattest Altseason ever. In other news, friends, Ripple, otherwise known as Cripple, they are launching an inferior pDAI stablecoin. So they're launching RLUSD. So they're making out to be like adoption. Sit down, bro. You're just copying Tether. The copying Tether. So if you want to know what they do, friends, is so this is like, oh wow, yeah, friends. Everyone's trying to go after Tether now because look at the top 3 market cap coins. Bitcoin, remember even Richard Hart, he made Hex. Okay, so went after Bitcoin. Ethereum, okay, smart contract platform, we have PulseChain. And Ripple also did payment solution stuff, but remember Ethereum is doing payments for like on-chain digital world stuff. Ripple just want to do like, you know, payments for like Western Union or whatever. But now Ripple have to like capitulate because no one's using it for that. They have to like make a chain and stuff, okay. Third, okay, XRP, but look at this, okay. So Tether's now the next one. There's $140 billion up there. So friends, it's the most brain rot, negative IQ thing ever. They release a stable coin and they mint you a stable coin. They take your money, they go buy government bonds. That's it. And they collect the yield. So they buy government bonds. That's why like all Tether's money, they're in short-term treasuries. They're literally earning just free money. So that's it. They just collect money and they give you no yield. Nothing. You see, so, but here's the thing, man. This might be a big narrative for next year, friends. You already know from pDAI. You already know from pDAI, friends. Like this type of stuff. Also, I've got a new hat, which I'm begging for a Peggin. I'm waiting for my stickers to come. I made these custom stickers. I'm begging for a Peggin. So obviously, when I saw this on the internet, I was like, oh my gosh, people wear this. Welcome to Australia, by the way. So you can see now everyone's gone for this stablecoin idea, right? Because that's. Like I said, remember I told you, like conceptually, philosophically, why go after the stablecoin? For money, yes, but it's for control. Because Because look what happens is everyone now sees, oh, we can't actually beat the 4-year cycle. Okay, Bitcoin is Big Daddy. We are still like, we drop way too hard, man, way too hard. We need to give people something to hold with our marketing brand name to keep mind share. So there's your stablecoin. That's why Richard Hart wants you. That's what he wants to. Obviously, friends, if Richard's behind it, you know, all these other conspiracies. Okay, so if Richard's behind it, he wants you to hold the stablecoin in the bear market and earn yield and use that to DCA buy the coins and create a floor over time. Okay, that's what they want. And that, my friends, is, remember Metcalfe's law, where you just increase the number of people, the network value gets bigger. Like, you know, for example, you know, New York, a 100-meter square grassland in New York is worth, like, you know, multiple millions. And then if you go to some other country, like maybe somewhere in South America in some jungle, yeah, the soil does the exact same thing, you know, but there's just less people there. Okay, but Reed's law, friends, that's Metcalfe's law. Okay, more people, more adoption. That's it. Reed's law is strengthening the connections of the nodes. So it's just like you and I, we live in a city. So what does a city have? Okay, it makes it harder to leave. How? There's a school, there's a hospital, there's your family members, there's a sports stadium, there's an orange juice fountain. You know what I mean? So you have all of these, friends. You see, these things make it harder and harder for people to leave because it's strengthening the connections. Actually, exponentially raises the value as well. So if you're introducing a stable coin, that's part of this Reed's law thing. Because now, so the stablecoin, no one's going to come into PulseChain and go, oh, I want to buy your stablecoin, huh? When it's already $1, okay? You know what I mean? You buy it now. But once that happens, it's like everybody in the community already, they hold on to the stablecoin. They hold it because they know it, they trust it, they use the DCA. You see what I mean? And it makes it harder and harder to leave it. It increases the odds that someone remains instead of like fully bridging out, you know? So that's what happens over time with each cycle. So remember, friends, we saw a couple of big whales, I'm not gonna mention their names, you know, like they would like bridge out millions of dollars. Yeah, but maybe there's a stable coin, they'll only bridge out 80%. They keep the rest. Oh, I'm gonna leave some stable coins over here just to earn yield or something. You see what I mean? That just like slowly increases it. And hopefully in the next couple of cycles, look, just let you know, okay, that's a wet dream to solve the bear market in crypto. But it's not what you want, man, because that means the opportunity's gone. Because you're not doing these giant pumps anymore. The market, it knows about Metcalfe's law. There's perfect ways to quantify people joining into chains and stuff. So that's why it's not exactly what you want. And the growth rate of crypto altcoins are like 55% per year now. So maybe by that point, they're only down to like 15%. You see? So you're not getting like your 8 or 10Xs anymore. You know, you're getting like your Wall Street guys. Hey, everybody, the Wall Street guy, we made a 22% this year. Those Wall Street guy returns, yeah, you're going to be cheering for them. Also, Donald Trump, friends. Donald Trump says he will give historic tax cuts and they'll save up to $2 trillion from DOGE. So this is me, friends, so I'm interjecting here. I believe, so I've heard this FUD now. It was actually Martin Shkreli. Look, bro, thank you. You're such a mid-curver. Martin Shkreli, watch my channel, bro. You got a lot to learn about crypto. Firstly, your short MicroStrategy, and there's a green weekly super trend. If you really want to short it, wait for it to flip red, number one. Number two, you got to do some push-ups, bro. I haven't seen you deadlift once. I haven't seen you do some push-ups and chin-ups once. Okay, number two. Number three, most importantly, thank you for this FUD narrative. So do you want to hear the FUD narrative? The FUD narrative, it's already starting now, but it's not going to be effective until the bear market. The FUD narrative is that Elon Musk and Donald Trump, they've made things so optimistic that they're going to cut the government spending that we don't need crypto as much anymore. Okay, bro. Okay. Don't hold your breath for that one. Okay. So do you see that? So do you see how people mid-curve it themselves? You know, your narrative will be right when we probably come back here in 2 years. Okay. But listen to Donaldo.
Through the Department of Government Efficiency, Elon Musk has been working very hard with various people, including Vivek.
Yeah, so he just talks about, Elon Musk, they're going to do some cuts out here. He's going to do the historic tax cuts, which is exactly what we want. Just to give a big, hey man, sugar rush. Like, hey, the sugar's not working anymore. Get for the other Colombian sugar. We need like a lot of things to come smash things up. I want you to retire for it. I want you to actually be like, you know what? PTSD. We came and got smashed. It's time for us to actually make it, you know, because they're printing money anyway. You know they are. Debasing 7% per year. What a scam, bro. 7% per year. I do believe as well, in the next bear market, that might be what they use as an excuse, friends. So hopefully Bitcoin goes up here, and then in the next bear market, we have those, right? This is 2026. 8 red monthly candles somewhere here. And when we come back, those red monthly candles, that's what they might say. They go, well, he cut so much of the bad stuff, they don't need to print as much money anymore. Ah, man. I do look forward to that moment. We will be buying back in. I'll be making videos. There'll be only like 2 people left. Yeah. I'll be like, oh, well, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You haven't solved anything. You understand? Human greed creeps in. It always creeps in. Always. That'd be great if that happens. Yeah. That depends. What an amazing narrative that would be. That would be another generational bottom buy. Because I'm like, bro, you really think 2 guys, politicians, have made things so good we don't need to print money anymore? I want to know what you're smoking. Is it some nuclear herbs? Let's make them double in nuclear. All right. Share some. Because they're already starting with that narrative. I want that. I want that. Okay? You want that. You want that. That's so easy. That'll be like literally taking a lollipop from a baby, friends. So where to from here? I've got some BCB fractals. Just to let you know, friends, if it's all over, Bitcoin goes down to $90,000 and it does the lower high. Okay? If it's all over, that's what it does. Comes down here, it does a lower high, and it's over. If we continue up the parabola, we go up here, and he believes it's all over here anyway. Okay, so as you can see, everyone thinks it's all over. Look, I'm telling you what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is, look, there's only one thing that's worked this whole time. It's holding to the 4th quarter of the year after the Bitcoin halving. Now, when I say this, I want to tell you something, okay? Please. When I say this, I understand in 2021, okay, if you held to the 4th quarter, what people will do is they'll show you stuff like DOGE. And I'll look at it and they're like, hey, bro, if you held to January 2021, if you're starting to exit in like December of 2021, you're down 80% in DOGE. Chill out on that one. Because you are my friend, highest value content in crypto. You've been buying in the bear market. So this is a soy boy assumption, okay? So actually, if you're buying in the bear market, you're long DOGE from here. You're actually long DOGE. Now, I'm not going to do the bottom tick. I'm going to assume your average price is like here. I'm going to assume it's pretty poop, okay? So you're still buying. Your average is like 75% from the top. Let's do that, okay? From here, okay? Just assume your average price is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where does DOGE, how far does your DOGE go on side for you? You go on side 169x. But then if you're going to get out in, let's say, December 2021, you're up 39x. You see? So you're still up 39x. It's just that if you anchored to the top of Dogecoin Mania, you're like, oh man, I've actually lost 80% of my money. Comparison, the killer of joy, isn't it? But you're actually long here from this equivalent right now, friends. Like we're literally right here. Now, of course, please don't think you're going to get like 160x return out here, but like you already know, like if you're friends, if you're up, like Doge went in freaking May. So between now and 5 months from now, Doge is up. My gosh, bro. Doge is literally, you go on side 169 times your money, and the thing hits 90 billion market cap. Like back then, and just like you never entertained the thought that maybe you just take profit. Nothing's gonna make you take profit at that point. But even worst case, if you still follow the system, bro, you're still up 39x. You see? even, friends, if you look at scams like ChainLink, obviously it's a joke, friends, it's a joke. I've got to remember, friends, when I call stuff a scam, it's a joke. Okay? So everything's a scam and nothing's a scam. Okay, so even ChainLink, if you go to, this was it was a dud, right? December 2020, it's $13. And then, yeah, by December 2021, it's like $19. So it is one of the duds, but it went up heaps. Okay, it did go up heaps. But like overall for everything, you get the idea. I mean, let's even look at Ethereum. Let's look at dog poop Ethereum out here, just so you get an idea. Ethereum at the end of December 2020, it's $600. And then if you're getting out in Ethereum in December, it's, wow, December 2020, friends. Ethereum, is that still $4,000? Yeah. Ethereum is $3,900 here, $4,000. Around December, there you go. $4,100. So from here, you are still on side. I mean, your ETH, your whole portfolio, man. This is ETH, man. Your whole portfolio is still on side like a 5x. So, yes, overall, deep alpha. That's literally the only thing that's worked. So see, if you don't have enough exposure, you're really concerned about that top tick. You don't have a zen approach about it because you're not exposed enough, okay? Not financial advice. Go speak to a stock and bond guy. Go speak to the government, okay? I don't give financial advice. I'm just letting you know the psychology of that. Because, like, if you're in, like, 1 week's salary worth and then you go up, you're like, oh, I didn't feel anything. I felt like a 20x. I started to kind of feel something, but then I started, you know, I didn't really, like, feel like I was really, really euphoric or anything. Yeah, those are the people who, like, keep staying in or they just add more. But everybody else who's, like, you know, got 3 months, not 3 months, 6 months, 12 months in of living expenses. Like if you need $50,000 a year to live, and some people, it doesn't matter what country you live. Some people out there, friends, countries, your cost of living in the year is only like $15,000. Yeah, so they have like $15,000 in. They're going to feel really good at the 10 to 20x. That's ultimately where you want to be on that winning side. But there's no guarantees, right? So 12 months, could it be, friends, it literally could be, okay, in literally 12 months from now, just make sure you're prepared for 8 red monthly candles in Bitcoin in 2026. It could be that. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.